Hi, so in today's video I'm looking at a friend's Fendt Favorit 513C, I think it is, tractor. Now it's got a couple of electrical issues. One of them is the PTO, which stands for power takeoff, which basically allows you to connect something like a mower or whatever to the back of the tractor. On the dashboard it's supposed to show you what speed that's rotating, and there's a little sensor on there, but it's not actually working. If I just fire the tractor up, just bear with us a minute. So it's a bit hard to see there. So currently it's showing the number of revs, and if I rev the tractor there, you can see that changing. However, when you press the button to show the rear PTO, it just shows 0. Turn the PTO on, which is by pressing the speed button select, and then pressing this button here. So that's the PTO on there now, and it's still showing the speed as 0. So that's the fault. So let's have a look. As you can see, the PTO is going round, and it's got a sensor above it that's supposed to measure the speed. But it's still showing 0. So that's the fault anyway, so let's see if we can fix it. So we've tried another sensor, and that doesn't work either. So we've either got two failed sensors, or there's a problem in the wiring. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the test meter, I'm going to check these wires here, just to double check to see what whether we've got any power there. Luckily he has got a circuit diagram for it. Unfortunately a lot of it's in German, so yeah, this is going to be interesting. So this is the circuit diagram, and that's the part of the sensor just here. Which doesn't really make any sense because it's called HG and LK is apparently a line connector. Now when we look at what HG is over here, HG, let's have a look. HG says acoustic indicator, so to me that would mean like a buzzer or something, but that's actually the sensor. So, and on the replacement one, it's called a Capture FS, which actually translates to Hall effect sensor, which makes sense rather than acoustic, whatever it said. So, but anyway, it works out that pin number 1 is actually ground. The signal is actually on pin number 2. And number 3 goes up here, which goes to something called E-box number 9. Now, when we have a look on this page, and we'll go to E-box 2, number 9, I've already highlighted it. Apparently there's a fuse there as well. So what we'll do is we'll check that we've got all the signal wires go to where they should, and we'll check that we've got 12 volts with the test meter on the plug, and then we'll take it from there. Right, so this is supposed to be the ground pin. So what I've done, I've put a little wire just into it there, got my meter in continuity mode, and we'll just double check. Yeah, so that one's measuring ground, so that wire's okay. Alright, I'll just try one of the next wire along now. So I'm going to check the centre wire now, which is marked signal. So that comes up to this plug, that plugs into the cab, over here, so it should be on that pin there. Right, so that one seems okay. Right, so I'll check the third wire now then. So the third wire, which supplies the power to the sensor, goes in on pin 3 here, a yellow wire, and it goes to this pin here on the plug. And we have nothing. So it looks like there's a break in that wire. Now, one of the other things I've noticed as well with the ignition on, this wire, this yellow one that supplies the 12 volt, doesn't actually have any voltage on it. Just put the meter onto voltage there. And we'll measure the voltage coming out of this plug. There's actually no voltage on it. There's supposed to be 12 volts on there. So I think we're going to have to go further back to this as well, further back through the circuit to see exactly where the 12 volt gets fed from. And I think it said something about a fuse on this E-box 2, fuse number 9, so we'll see if we can locate that, and we'll check that next, I think. So, from the plug outside, the yellow wire comes up through here, through this harness. We've already removed some of the trim from this part of the tractor here, and it ends up going to this little circuit board here, which looks like it's got a load of not like surface mount LEDs, but on the diagram it says fuse 1 to 15, so it just seems a bit unusual if you've got surface mount fuses on a circuit board. It just seems a bit strange, and it doesn't seem very practical from a servicing point of view. I mean, if a fuse blows on it, are you supposed to just bin the circuit board and buy a new one? And I bet from some of the other things that he's had to buy for this tractor, I bet one of those isn't cheap. So I think we'll remove that, and we'll do a couple of tests on it, see if we can figure out whether there's a fault on this circuit board as well. Now, according to the manual, when I looked at the connections on this plug, number 3, which is the power to the PTO speed sensor, goes to E-box 2 fuse 9, but they've also got it labelled as an acoustic sensor, so I don't know whether it's bad translation or what, but anyway. Now I've got this E-box thing out here. I mean, those don't actually look blown as such. There is contacts on the back, so I don't know whether we can measure them on the back or not, but it might be a bit tricky to film this while I'm actually trying to test them at the same time. Right, I thought it'd be easier just to set it up on the bench here, and it'd be easier just to show you that the fuse isn't actually working. So there's fuse 1, which is across those 2 pads there. So if I measure fuse 1, fuse 2, fuse 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nothing. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So nothing at all on fuse 9 there. So I'm going to find a 0 ohm resistor and just solder it across the back here, and I think that should suffice. Right, the surface mount resistors I've got aren't wide enough to cover the gap here, so I'm just going to use a small piece of wire just to bridge it. Right, just double check that those are the right pads that haven't got any continuity. Yeah, that's them. just so there we go. Right, I'll just double check. That's that one. Yeah, I know there's a little bit of a bridge there, but all these contacts are bridged together in any case through here, so... Right then, I think that should do for that. Right, so I've just finished installing the e-box module thing, just up there. And we'll see, I've got the ignition on, so we'll see if we've got 12 volts coming to this wire now. And we have. It's a bit hard to hold the wires on and record at the same time, but there we go. So yeah, so we've got power coming there now. So, right. Now we need to find out where this break is in the wire and repair that. Right, I've temporarily run another wire just to the 12 volt of the sensor from where it comes out the socket there, because obviously there's a break in the original wire. And I've reinstalled the sensor, so let's see if it works. So that's showing the revs of the engine currently. Now we'll select the PTO, which is showing 0 at the minute. And we'll switch the PTO on. Right, we'll switch the PTO off now then. And there we go. So, it seems to be working now. So, I think we'll consider this one another successful fix. If you like these videos, please hit the like button. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and as always, have a great day.